There once was a girl who wanted the attention of others. She wanted people to look at her. She wanted everyone to be her friend. She desperately tried her hardest to get enough attention by painting pictures and showing them to everyone. It seemed to work. Everyone was so impressed that she could paint. She would even get requests to paint characters from the morning TV shows, or paint the buildings shown in magazines. She was so happy to be friends with everyone. Sadly, not everything ends on a happy note. People start to get bored of her. Others became annoyed at her for how much she keeps shoving her paintings in front of them. Over time, she was bullied by others. No one seemed interested, but she kept pushing. She kept on painting and painting, losing countless hours of sleep to make her artworks better. After grinding for months with very little sleep, she showed her paintings again. Some were impressed, but most grew tired of her and kept ignoring her. Getting constant rejections, she felt crushed and unmotivated. She put down the brush after 2 years worth of paintings. She never participated in the lessons that are offered and refuses to go outside. With no motivation to continue painting, she decides to sleep for most of her days. She grew lazier by the day, to the point where she was force-fed because she wouldn't eat. She even struggled to control her wings. Days turned into months, and she kept silent. She becomes afraid whenever someone is near. She fears of being rejected, abandoned, shunned for her efforts. She kept doing nothing, as if she was punishing herself. Eventually, she starts to show less expressions, showing a blank stare to everyone. The nuns and caretakers slowly gave up on her and left her alone. She was scared of connecting with anyone, and her passion was the reason she was ignored. Then, after hearing everyone enjoying themselves down the hall, having fun outside and in the other rooms, next door and above, she came to the conclusion her paintings were what gave her attention and then destroyed that attention. So she finally leaves her room for the first time in months. It was cold outside, and she carried a large bag. She carried it to the back of the building. There she finds an incinerator that is currently burning things. Already struggling to carry the bag, she's able to toss it into the incinerator. A large bag containing all of her paintings. She decided to get rid of what she believed to be a gift and a curse. But with no other reason to be there, she leaves the orphanage. It was in the middle of the winter, at the dead of night. She wandered off, feeling alone, and she felt like a weight has been lifted off her shoulders. The cold temperatures didn't bother her, as she traveled far without any consideration of returning. She would find trees to sleep under. She uses what little magic she couldn't remember to keep herself warm. She kept on sleeping and waking up to walk some more distance. She didn't care where she went, as long as it was somewhere she wouldn't bother anyone. After traveling for days, she eventually collapses from exhaustion. After a bit of recovery, she sat in the middle of an open, snowy field and collected her thoughts. She started to realize what she actually wanted. She doesn't want everyone to love her paintings. She didn't care what people thought of her works. She just wanted to feel the warmth of love. She wanted someone to love her. It didn't really matter what she painted. What matters is who will like her for who she is. The paintings were supposed to be the beginning, and she used it in the wrong direction. Feeling like a fool, she cried in the middle of the snowy field. Her childish decision brought her here alone. Even in the harshest of winters, someone will be able to find warmth, especially in the most crucial moments of your life. Something warm will come to you. Hi, Naomi. Let me see. Ah, you're an angel too. What are the odds, huh? We better hurry before the blizzard starts to blow over us. There was something different about these two. She felt something spark inside of her when she was being held by those two. They took her to a hotel. Naomi gives her a hot bath, while Vega orders some food to warm her up. After an awkward meal, she asks why are they helping her. Naomi refuses to let someone freeze to death knowing that she could have done something. Naomi continues to talk to her to make her feel more comfortable. Vega cleans up everything and explains that they left the orphanage and are heading to Earth. She was given an option to tag along, or to return to the orphanage. She kept quiet for a bit, thinking. She already abandoned her life at the orphanage. But is it wise to accept their offer? She's still afraid of being abandoned. Naomi covers her with a blanket and hugs her. She started to cry. She wondered if she really deserved this. This warmth was far different from what she had felt before. She continued to cry in Naomi's arms and agreed to go with them. Her old life had already burned away. So, she introduces herself as Chiya. After what seemed like 1,000 nights, she embarked on a new path with Naomi and Vega. After arriving at their destination, spring has come early, and the cold winter has ended. She doesn't feel cold anymore. She feels safe to be with them, even though she doesn't really have much skills. She was given small tasks to slowly teach her to do simple errands. She still sleeps a lot. Actually, sometimes helps her calm down. But mainly she tends to love sleeping. After all this time, she even has some urges to paint, but is afraid to pick up a brush. Looking in the mirror, she still sees that she isn't that expressive. Maybe she was always like that, and her paintings were her way to express her emotions. At the end of the day, old habits die hard. But for now, she still has room to grow as a person. One day, she'll understand how to express herself properly. Maybe one day she'll pick up that brush again and express her true feelings. For now, just take your time.